How you doing, Austin? Derek Thomas here.
Doing well. How you doing today?
I want to talk to you about just the wide receiver room. You know, Mississippi State has been a basically a run first team almost our entirety, but now transitioning to a offense where we have the potential to throw for over 4,000, 5,000 yards. Talk about what the wide receiver room thinks about this offense and your uh, transition to the offense.
I say we're ecstatic. Everybody's all on board. I mean, we're loving this new transition. Balls are flying around everywhere. It's spread out. And everyone's getting touches, getting looks. I say the whole room's just, they're pumped about it. We love it, and everyone's been buying into it. And me personally, I feel the same way. I'm loving the new system, the change. I'm all on board with it.
We'll go to David.
Austin, with 3 weeks, I think 12 practices, 2 scrimmages, how do you feel that you yourself have made this transition now? And what are some of the differences in playing slot for this offense that we might not notice from the previous offense?
I feel like I've been handling it pretty well. Obviously the new staff, new coaches, everybody's getting adjusted, trying to figure out new schemes and just play calls and so on and so forth. But everyone at this time, I think we're all clicking and rolling pretty well. And me going from past to present, obviously there's a change in the schemes and X's and O's, but in the end of the day, you're just running routes, catching balls. So, there's concept changes and all that, obviously, but it hasn't been a crazy transition.
Ben?
Austin, we've heard a lot about Javante Payton in the slot this year, this camp. I guess what's his development been like, in the locker room, and how have you guys kind of seen him take to his role at least so far?
Javante's had a great camp so far. He can roll, obviously. Straight speed, quickness. He's got it all. Great athlete, good hands. Good dude on and off the field. I've just definitely seen him, take up a role as a lead receiver and just doing well and helping his offense just be the best it can be.
And just kind of on the flip side of that for you too, stepping into a position where you're going to have probably a major role in this offense. What's that been like for you? And I guess how have you kind of taken to that this offseason?
I'm just trying to do it play-by-play, not trying to think about the big schemes, just the best I can be, try to do the little things right, hope it all adds up.
We'll go to Tyler.
Austin, the guy on this offense who we in the media haven't seen or heard from, but he's been around a while around you guys, is Kareem Walker. I'm just wondering, what's he like as a teammate and in the running back room? How has he looked on the practice field? And, I've seen that he's been pretty close to Kylan. Kind of what is that relationship like in the running back room from what you've seen?
Well, I'm obviously a person in the running back room, so I don't have a great insight in it. On the field in the locker room, we get along well. He's a good teammate. He's always vocal, joking, laughing around, works hard, doing a good job, and I've seen him out there making some plays and looking like he's having some success.
Joel?
Hey, Austin. Coach Leach has said a couple times now that KJ has kind of, I guess, taken the charge of the quarterback race at this point. So I guess my question, just kind of a two-parter for you. What's kind of your evaluation of how KJ Costello looked in the scrimmage the other day, and what's kind of been, I guess, the chemistry and bonds and relationship that he's kind of started to build with you receivers?
I think KJ looks good. He's obviously a vet, got a lot of experience under his belt. He's cool, calm, and confident in the pocket. He's very good understanding of the offense, and he's making the right reads, and he's got the arm to make the throws. I'm definitely seeing him step up and fill that role, and I think he's definitely been a great compliment to our team for sure. I'm sorry, what's the second part of the question again?
Just the chemistry with you guys. Is it a big part of being a good quarterback, I guess, is having that relationship and chemistry with receivers and things. Have you guys kind of felt that improve over the last few weeks?
Yeah, definitely. He stepped up into a leadership role. He's definitely taking charge and breaking down huddles and breaking down the team and so on and so forth. He's definitely stepped in, and I think everyone's bought in with him. And he's made great relationships and handles himself well in the locker room and on and off the field for sure.
We'll go back to Ben.
Austin, kind of in that vein, how has KJ kind of adjusted to being in a leadership role? Obviously, he's a guy that came in kind of in the summer and, is a transfer. I guess, was he someone that was quickly in that role, or do you think he kind of took time to it?
He's obviously comfortable being a leader, coming from being the starting quarterback at the previous school. So it wasn't I wouldn't say it's actually a big change for him, but you definitely had a transition, and it's hard to be a leader before you put the pads on necessarily, but once you put the pads on, you definitely can gain a lot more respect once you see people play, and he's definitely just filled that role well. He hasn't had any problems with it.
David?
Austin, losing out on spring, how much did that impact you yourself in trying to get ready for this new offense? And do you feel you and the receivers for that matter have kind of made up for that lost time?
It definitely sucked. We all wish we could have had those practices and scrimmages, but we had to make do without it. We tried to do as many run as many routes as we could, 7-on-7, what we could do in the off season. Just try to do as much possible work we could to make up for it. Because obviously lost some ground, some time, but I think it just really boiled down to this off season. With trying to do as much as we can, do extra above and beyond.
We have time for just a couple more here. We'll go to Tyler.
Yeah, Austin, kind of going off the theme of doing what you can and making the best of what you got. I've asked some of your teammates what you expect the atmosphere to be like during these games. I don't know if you've watched any college football on TV, but obviously the ambiance is unlike anything we've ever seen from college football. What do you expect a game day to be like, and what are you going to miss most about there being smaller crowds and no dog walk and all of the things that come with the game day?
Obviously, we love our fans and our fan base. They've been amazing for us. I'm going to miss the dog walks and everybody, and the stadium's filled up with the cowbells ringing. We're obviously going to miss that, but from team's perspective, we got to make do with what we got. There's nothing we can do to change the situation that's been given to us. So I don't think anything's going to change how we approach, how we play, and so on and so forth. Our approach will not change at all, but we're obviously going to miss our fan base because we're lucky enough to have an incredible one.
We got time for two more. We'll go to Derek and then end with David. Derek?
All right, Austin, I want to ask you about two players, two newcomers. One is on the preseason all-freshman season list, and Tulu Williams, and also Tyrell Shavers. Talk about what they mean to the offense and just how they have adjusted in their first season as Bulldogs.
I think two of those came in, did a really good job as a freshman. He was dynamic, he could stretch the field, made some plays, tough blocker. He's a good kid, works hard. I definitely think he's made a really good impact, and expect him to help us out on Saturdays for sure. Tyrell's obviously had a little bit more experience playing and so forth, but he came in and has been a great addition as well. Definitely stretch the field, make some plays, good hands. Both are great kids, work hard. I definitely think it'll help our offense out.
David, take us home.
Austin, Coach Leach has often said that it's all gas, no brakes, run, no wasted snaps. Does that actually play to the strengths of your receivers? Because you spent all summer getting conditioned to do this. Are you up to that kind of place of football?
Oh, for sure. I think I love the everything has a point and a reason behind it. We're not doing anything just to do it. I love the focus and the attention to detail and everything that we do. And obviously, we had great, Coach Brown got us ready, got us in shape in the off season, and I think it really helped us transition well into this. And that's what we want as an offense. All gas, no brakes. We're gonna try to be the best we can. So if that's what it takes, we'll do it.
Yeah, Brian left, so Austin, thanks a lot.
Yeah, well, all right. I appreciate y'all. Have a good one, all right?
Thanks, man.